All right, good people, we're ready to start. If you guys want to have a conversation, you got to leave the room. Can we take the roll, please? Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one bill before us, the ABC Gaming Subcommittee, and that is HB 271. Chairman Krizak.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So House Bill 271 seeks to establish the Virginia Gaming Commission as an independent agency to oversee and regulate really all forms of legalized gaming in Virginia and gaming we don't even know that might be coming down the pike. The only thing that will be out of it at this point would be the Virginia Lottery, and they will continue to operate the state lottery and their iLottery. It also will change the Virginia Racing Commission from a state agency to a policy commission underneath the Virginia Gaming Commission. But they will still, the regulatory aspects with respect to live and simulcast horse racing with pari-mutuel wagering, that will still be under the Virginia Racing Commission. The bill comes at the recommendation of the Joint Subcommittee to study the feasibility of establishing the Virginia Gaming Commission, in which I served as the vice chair. It was a multi-year effort. Many of you, I'm sure, have heard about it. If not vicariously, you've been actively involved. We've had a lot of good guidance, a lot of rigorous research, and we had an independent consultant. I want to thank them, Guidehouse, who did a really good job. And we had extensive meetings and input from stakeholders and state agencies involved to arrive at this legislative proposal. I do want to also thank our DLS attorney and the attorneys, because they worked very, very hard on this. Really, I call it a project, because we've done a lot of work to perfect it, to get it to this place. There's clear benefits, obviously, right, with the Gaming Commission. It's a coordination of focus, and you can all see how many bills you're getting this year, just all these different gaming bills, and wouldn't it be nice if we had a Gaming Commission that could be our go-to regulatory agency that could help us with that. We've got bills on iGaming, casino expansion, skill games, charitable gaming expansion, so much more. And these matters are all kind of taken up in a vacuum. And we don't have that authoritative body that would study these matters, make recommendations, so that we're evaluating gaming as a unified whole, as an ecosystem for the whole state, and not just a series of one-offs, which is really what we're doing now. It's one-off events. So the gaming system will allow Virginia to remain properly committed to its equine, both the live and horse racing, NHHR, and charitable gaming industries as well, that are right now under the Department of Agriculture. And it will be coordinated by lottery. They would have to be, they would help us coordinate that. And it will give us also, it will help us with the centralized coordination, would also help us with the Virginia State Police Office of Gaming Enforcement, which combats gaming-related criminal activity. They would play a big role as well. What would happen here is that we would promulgate regulations on future gaming by January 1st, 2028. But the board, those regulations would be going to through a Virginia Gaming Oversight Commission for review prior to adoption. And once that VGC is fully created and staffed, a study would be created that would end no later than October 1st, 2029, to also evaluate the legal, economic, technological, and public policy implications of the prediction markets, which I think is something we all probably not heard of yet, but it's coming, and we need this Gaming Commission to help us with that. It's unregulated and has the possibility of exponential growth with no federal oversight whatsoever. So that's a concern that can be addressed by this too. It's an increasingly chaotic and regularly changing landscape out there, and the creation of this Virginia Gaming Commission is really the best way to handle that, and should be a bipartisan legislative priority. And that kind of hits all the highlights, policy highlights, but if anybody wants any questions about exactly what's in there, I'm here to answer them. And we have some people here who want to testify in support as well. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, at this time, any questions from the subcommittee? If not, if we have folks in the audience who would like to speak in favor of HB 271. We want to invite you to come to
Chairman, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Before we go any further, I do need to move the substitute.
The substitute.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, for those of you who are in favor of HB 271, you come to the podium. You have 60 seconds.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. My name is John Hannum. I'm the Executive Director of the Virginia Equine Alliance. We represent all the racing and breeding interests in the Commonwealth. We support this legislation. We appreciate working with the Delegate Krizik over the past 2 years, and what he alluded to has been a long process. The current bill maintains many of the traditional functions of the Racing Commission, which we support, and we look forward to working with the delegate and others as this process goes forward. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. Rena Hicks with Freedom Virginia. I strongly support the bill. Obviously, we've had a huge expansion of gaming, and for consumer protection reasons, we'd really like one commission to kind of oversee everything. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I'm Katie Frazier, Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry for Governor Abigail Spanberger.
Madam Secretary,
good to
take
see
all
you.
the time you need.
Okay, thank you very much. I am here today on behalf of the administration to express the governor's support for establishing a single dedicated entity responsible for regulating and enforcing existing legalized gaming in Virginia. You might ask, why is the Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry engaged in discussions regarding legalized gaming? I asked myself the same thing as I began the transition process over both of the agencies within the Secretariat who do regulation of gaming, both charitable gaming through the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, and horse racing and OTBs through the Virginia Racing Commission. As you are aware, gaming regulation is currently spread across multiple agencies with different authorities, standards, and enforcement tools, including the two agencies within our Secretariat. Our patchwork approach is inefficient. It creates gaps in oversight and makes it more difficult to protect consumers, collect reliable data, and ensure fair and responsible gameplay. Governor Spanberger is deeply concerned about any discussions of gaming expansion in Virginia without first establishing a single entity with clear authority, consistent standards, and strong compliance and enforcement capabilities. We recognize that there are different approaches under consideration in both bodies, and we know that there will be continued discussions regarding what a singular entity should and will look like. The administration looks forward to both of these approaches and pieces of legislation moving forward, and will continue to engage in those discussions to ensure Virginia has a proper, centralized oversight in place before any consideration of gaming expansion. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Okay, I believe we have one individual online, Mr. Martino. Okay. No, I'm sorry.
That's Ms. Martino, Mr. Chairman.
Ms. Paula Martino, please forgive me. You have 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Committee, I am Paula Martino, the president of the Tyson Stakeholders Alliance. We are a large and growing group of residents and businesses opposed to a casino in Tysons. And we'd like to thank Delegate Krizik for his hard work on the Joint Subcommittee to formulate this legislation and introducing this bill this session. As you've heard, regulation and oversight of the exploding gaming industry in the Commonwealth is fragmented, inconsistent, and leaving thousands of Virginians at risk. This has to change. It's time for the establishment and oversight of a gaming commission to effectively regulate and control the proliferation of gambling, and I'm thrilled to hear that Governor Spanberger supports the notion that a commission should be up and running before any further expansion of gaming occurs in the Commonwealth. We ask you to support the bill. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Okay, at this time, if we have anyone in the audience who is in opposition of HB 271, you can please come to the podium. All right, Delegate Seabolt.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, at this time, I move to report and refer to appropriations.
Second. It's been moved and seconded that we report the substitute. to HB 271 and report and refer to the Committee on Appropriations. Members, please cast your vote. Okay, clerk can close the roll. That bill reports 9-0. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
We will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. Chair, the next meeting will start at 3:30.
Next meeting with the subcommittee will start at 3:30.